Well, hello friends, Josevich here, back with a Jade Golem Druid deck, teched slightly to be a little bit anti-aggro. And with that in mind, while this hand wasn't looking too great to begin with, I think opening with a couple 1/1 Living Roots is actually okay. Way to counter some of these pirates that we're expecting to see fly out onto the board right now. This deck, I think, is kind of interesting and definitely kind of viable. I think in some of the, at least in the Vicious Syndicate meta report, they said that, you know, the Jade Golems or Jade Golem Druid are actually kind of starting to see a little bit of an uptick in popularity on the ladder.
What now?
And some of these more anti-aggro variants specifically. And this, ooh, this is very interesting. So we're just going to go ahead and do nothing here in turn one. And if this is Control Warrior, I don't want to say this is a guaranteed win because it definitely is not. But I would feel very confident if it's Control Warrior, because if we're able to get a little bit of Jade Idol action going on, and maybe this is, that's a really that's a very non aggressive Pirate Warrior card, Revenge. I don't think that's something that the Pirate Warriors really play. Well, it looks like we're going to be going into Fatigue. Maybe we got ourselves a game on our hands. So the only issue is now this turn we really have to be able to dodge something. I don't know what would be the worst. I guess Acolyte of Pain would be the worst thing for us. There could be bad things here. Sylvanas, okay, so we know there's a Sylvanas coming in later, but this is okay. This is very good for us, actually. I'm happy with this. And now Sylvanas triggers into an empty board, and we throw down a nice early Aya. We do have a Bran in this deck, so we are going to be able to have some Bran combos to ramp our Jades just a little bit faster, which I might hang on to this one for a little bit if we don't need it right away. I might honestly just draw with Wrath. This could be a very good turn for us. Yeah, this could be a very good turn for us. 2-4, that's a nice trade for us. Let's draw and see what we get, and we're gonna hang on to Ooze. Well, let's. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, I'd love to play Drake, but I don't think I can. Can I? We almost could. We almost could play Drake just to keep the cycle going. I mean, hero power taking the value is kind of, you know what? It's silly if we don't take that. One of the other interesting things, so yeah, I was just mentioning it, and I interrupted myself, as I often do, is the Acidic Swamp Ooze. We're going to hang on to this until Gorehowl, because this deck honestly might run 2 Gorehowls, and that's just going to be bad news for us. If that's Execute, we are loving it life right now. Ooh, that's going to be really good. We're going to start counting the removals that our warrior opponent doesn't have. So that's 1 Execute. We got to deal with 2 Shield Slams, and then I don't want to say win, because there's also going to be 2 Brawls. Oh, that's something. I mean, I'm not ready to play into Brawl yet with the Jade Spirit, to be honest with you. If we get a Bran next turn, if our opponent clears this, and then we draw Bran, I'd be happy to play into our first Brawl. Especially the fact that we're kind of getting into our deck now. We're not quite halfway through, but we're very close. Yeah, this is really reasonable. That's honestly, I think, our opponent's biggest win condition. And we kind of just got around it. So I think really the game plan now is to keep track of our Jade Idols. Hopefully combo 1 with a Fandral, and I think we'll basically be on our way. Less than halfway through the deck, but I still think we're in okay shape. Blood Mage, I don't know what's going to happen. Slam's cool. Slam's cool. Maybe Slam Revenge. Still leaves me with 1 minion. Yeah, that's tough. There's no doubt about it. That's tough. Let's see. What do we do? Let's think. Okay, we're gonna Squelch first of all. That's probably the best play you're gonna see in this whole video, just so we're clear. We could attack in, swipe, and face. That's gonna be 6 mana, and then we're left with floating 4, which kind of stinks. So let's go ahead and draw 3 cards first, because we're going to probably do Innervate things. Ooh, Fandral's nice. Ooh, Bran is nice. Ancient of War is pretty juicy. But I still like the plan that I just talked about the most. I attack in here. Then I'm going to have to innervate. A swipe and a ping. We are going to have to deal with an Azoth here, I'm expecting. The only issue is we don't get to Fandral Ancient of War, but that's okay. We could have used Wrath there to cycle a little bit more, but I don't mind hanging on to some removal because we might have to deal with crazy boards at some point. And I am going to want to be able to reflood the board really quickly because we're also going to have to keep track actually now of Death Rattle minions. So we've already had one Sylvanas die, which is terrifying, from our Barns, which I was trying to point. Like, remember when that happened down here? A bash, that's fine. A bash on a 1 health minion, I'm okay with that. That's not the best for us, but really I think we survive. That's pretty good. Now if we had our Innervate, we'd be really, really in business. Fandral, Druid of the Claw, Idol. So let's shuffle. So now we have 3 Jade Idols. So that's 3 divided by 12, that's 1/4. We can draw. And if we get another one right now, I think we win. Oh, that's too bad. But that's okay. Because this might be big enough now that, well, I mean, there could be Execute. There could be a lot of fun things actually that that get brought out. I mean, there could just be Hero Power, Shield Slam. There could be lots of crazy stuff going on. I mean, this warrior that we're playing against, I definitely think is tech to play anti-aggro. And really so are we, but we're playing such a control style deck that, and honestly I don't even know if our deck is really that good against aggro. It's just the idea behind it is that it is anti-aggro. I'm not sure if in practice it actually does well. Shield Slam, so 1 Shield Slam, 1 Execute down. Whew. Well, that's just a trade. I don't mind that 2 damage. I don't want to flood the board now, do I? But I kind of want to ramp. Because, I mean, the issue is I know if I Bran Jade Spirit, I know for a fact we're going to get hit with a Brawl then. Which, to be fair, I mean, it's going to have to happen at some point, right? And at this point, then, our Jade Golems are just huge. And we're still 50-50 then for a really big, like a really good result, right? And then we still do have follow-ups of Ancient of War. Or we could brand Ancient of War right now and see what happens. And just get a 5-15. That's actually interesting. Do we try and keep the board smaller, or do we just go ahead and trigger the Brawl? I say we just trigger the Brawl right now. Because after our opponent brawls this turn, there's 2 really, really strong results for us. So... well, actually 3, because if our opponent plays Brawl, and then they're not able to remove Bran, then they're kind of in trouble. Well, at least they'll think they're in trouble, even though they really aren't, because we don't have tons of great things. But, hey, that's going to have to be more removal right now. Wow, really, eh? You're not worried at all about... or do I just charge it? Oh, shoot, I think I do just charge it, which is unfortunate. The issue is now also, I think I lose to an Azoth. Because what gets brought back? A Sylvanas, a Twilight Summoner, and a Blood Mage. So I kind of have to start getting ready for that, I think. For the wilds. And I am going to attack in here. I don't care if this gets set up for Execute, because this is going to have to get That didn't work, huh? That's interesting. That the Ancient of War didn't get 2 pluses there. Interesting. They're just going to use the Execute this way. That's the last Execute. So if we get a little lucky with some Jades, we are going to be in a business. Oh, that's a lot of taunts that we're going to have to deal with. Okay, so right now the only issue, well, one of the issues with this deck is the fact that, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, we're drawing. We are going to draw really, really hard right now. That's a decent enough... It's a decent enough card. The issue is if these are N'Zoth, we lose, right? How do we do this? How do we do this? We have to save... The thing is, we have to save Blood Mage for a swipe into Sylvanas. Oh, we could be in real trouble. Do we just throw down Druid of the Claw? Druid of the Claw into N'Zoth is a loss. I think we're just... I hope we get another Jade Idol is basically what we do, right? Here we go. This is either Brawl number 2 or N'Zoth. I think that's how our opponent is going to have to try and win at this point. Here we go. Here we go. And the thing is, there's not a lot of damage on board right now. Is this my last one? No, I think we have one more. Okay. Okay, friends. Let's think this through. We want to kill some big stuff. We want to take out this one and this one if we can. And I think we'll be able to, but I think I want to keep my Feral Rage for later.
What to do?
And I'll be able to throw down... yeah. We only have one Innervate in this deck. That's one of the other techs that I didn't talk about earlier. Blood Mage is 2. Swipe is 4, goes to 6. This is 7, 8, and then 9. So my thinking is I clear out both of the taunts that way, and I take out the 5, 7, and then also the 5, 5. And our opponent's left with a 2, 2, another 2, 2, and then a 5, 3. And does it matter? No, because both of them are low enough. And that was the big play from our opponent. Now, I think our opponent still has another Sylvanas that they have not played. So, I mean, this is 7, 8, 9 if they just want to try and push face. But without Grom anymore and without Baron Geddon, they're not sitting in great shape. Ooh, there could be Gorehowl to face. What else? What other burst is there? Ooh, now I'm actually really worried. Okay, that stinks. We hope that Blood Mage Thalnos wins. An 8-3. It's okay, we can charge into that and win. And that's the last brawl as well. The issue is that there is now going to be a Sylvanas. There is still a Sylvanas in these last 8 cards. Gorehowl is 8 to face. I don't want to deal with that. Ooh, we are really, really in not great shape right now. Because the Jade Behemoth just gets taken out by a Gorehowl. And I take 8 to face. And then we get left with an 8-8. Or with an 11-11. 8-8 plus what else is our opponent going to be able to do with 3 mana. They have one more Shield Slam. Both executes are gone, so the 11-11 doesn't come back for free. The issue is that there is still one more not a real Sylvanas, but another Sylvanas. I think this is going to be okay here. We're going to armor up back up to 20, so that when we're expecting now Gorehowl and then face, we then remove it and attack, and I think we're kind of groovy at that point. Because there can't be Shield Slam. There's no executes just for like a Revenge or something. Or Taskmaster execute. Oh, I'm trying to think what else is there. There's going to be a second Iron Forge portal. There's going to be a Bash. Okay. Bash War Axe. Bash Shield Slam. That also gets through. Cairn time. Ooh, how in trouble are we now? That has to get shuffled. That has to get shuffled. That's the only way we win. So there's Cairn, Sylvanas, Ironforge Portal. I'm guessing War Axe. How many did I just say? 1. That's 3. Oh, I think we know all their cards. How do we win now?
I wonder.
Oh shoot, but if there's a 7 though, we're in trouble. Then we lose. 6, 7, 8, 9. Draw first. Oh, no. Or do we want to throw this in? Is this what we want? Or do we want another Feral Rage? Or Ancient of War? Ancient of War would be better. We have Ancient of War, Druid of the Claw, and Feral Rage.
For no one.
I don't think we want the Jade Idol right now. Oh, that's unfortunate. Now we kind of want it. Do I play this or do I shuffle now? Let's armor up once. Maybe I should have shuffled. Oh, what is this going to be? What do we say? Sylvanas? There's 5 cards. Okay, one of them, Sylvanas. Oh, a second Twilight Summoner. Wow. Okay. Okay. We can clear the board now. We clear the board happily.
Almost out of cards.
We're very, very close to winning now. The issue is, do we need to armor up? And if we have a second taunt, I say no. So now this needs to be shuffle 3. So there's 3 Jade Idols and 1 Druid of the Claw. Attack. No. Attack here. I'll take this one. You take that one. You know what's crazy? There could be Deathwing. There could totally be a Deathwing. We'll do it this way. I just realized, yeah, there could be Gorehowl, but there could also be Deathwing, and we're gonna play around it. Yeah. You know what? Deathwing. Deathwing's in this deck for sure. And now we win against Deathwing.
I have no time.
Sylvanas. Sylvanas is unfortunate. That is an unfortunate. Oh, okay. Oh, we would have been able to clear that and then play another taunt. We would have been fine. Woo! That was an interesting. That was a fun game. That was tough. Down to the wire. I really enjoyed that. I hope all of you enjoyed it. We're going to continue to play our fun decks this season. We're not going to push for rating. If we get to the single digits, good. That's usually my goal every month. But if we don't make it, that's okay, because we're just here to have fun this season. I hope you enjoy these. Feel free to subscribe below. Big red button. And I'll see you next time.